We got to know these areas because if you guys are trading, it gives you a higher percentage ability to make money. Bear Cub, you got your hand up.
Yes, sir. Coach, what do you think of AMD at these levels?
Yep, double bottom from yesterday's close a day. Everybody see that? So this is a huge double bottom. I want you guys to recognize the first thing I did when he asked me. Did everybody see what I did?
You went back to see
That's right.
last significant level around this
That's
price.
right. So we immediately go back in time. And what did it do exactly right here at 120.09?
Exactly what you always say.
Yep.
A double bottom potential
Right.
bounce.
Now, it doesn't mean it's going to be a huge level because now maybe it's going to come back and retest it fast and break through. But we got to know these areas because if you guys are trading, it gives you a higher percentage of the ability to make money. Even if it was just the move from here and it pulled back on the 9, isn't that a higher probability, though, that you were going to be able to get the longs up into the 9? Right? The probability is there. So even if it's short, most of the time, right, you're going to be looking at a win. Every once in a while, will it break through? Sure. But don't we want to have a higher probability of a trade?
Every time.
Right?
Yes, sir. And like you said, from here, it could, keep going down, try it again, whatever.
Correct.
But here we took advantage of a high percentage opportunity, and that was the point, right?
That is correct. Yep. You did a double bottom bounce, and this is support. And on support, what do we do, everybody, on support?
Calls.
That's right.
Calls.
So now we're in calls, right? So if we were in calls from this bottom, double bottom bounce from previous day, now we're respecting right here on this 21 and the 9. So if it's going to pull back, isn't it going to be exactly right here?
A high percentage of the time, yes.
Right? So if you look at it, wasn't it respecting the 21 the whole time?
Yes.
So if it's going to do it, it would be here. And if it doesn't, my calls are still good to VWAP. So if I'm in this and the 21 and 9 are so close, my stop is below this 9 and I allow all of this to work. Here is my stop. This is where I bought it because my 9 being the inverse on the bottom side is where the buck stops, right? You know how I always talk about the 9 and the 21. The 21, I'm always like the 21 is where it ends. That's the end of it, right? Well, you're going through it. We're trying to break through it. So wouldn't my 9 be the inverse of the 21 being the downside of that? So isn't that where I would want my stop?
Yes, sir.
Things that make you go, And now we've got all of this as free territory. And this is where we bought the calls. All of this is profit. And up here, you take your dirty little hands, look down at your dirty little hands and tell it, don't play with that. Stop dinking around. You've got your stop in place. Why are you messing with it? Leave it alone.
So, Coach, no adjustment of stops in any way. You're
Leave it alone.
around.
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
Leave it
Thank you.
alone, right?
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah.
That's the discipline I'm trying to learn. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Because listen, so where did I say, right? We're looking at VWAP, right? So where would be a good point to shed? Wouldn't it be right here? Collect as we go up. So don't I want to shed right here?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
If I bought here and I'm up here, statistically, we know it's going to want to pull back here. Don't I want to get rid of some of this? Right?
Yeah.
I want to collect. If I don't collect, I don't gain anything. So this is where I collect. Do I get all the way out? No, I don't get all the way out. We've already got our clear definitive stop, which is going to be right here around my 9, right? Because the 21 was above it. The 9 is below it. And now we're getting this tight little coil. I've shed some right here. And for the rest of you master scalpers anticipating a pullback, where would I add my longs?
Right.
Over VWAP. And where did I get out? Where's my buck stops?
Below the 9.
That's right. Is this all starting to make sense? I know this is an advanced move. This is where it's at. This is how we maximize. Now, didn't this pull back on VWAP? Didn't we all collect some up here? Didn't you now get realized profits because you took some off the table and you collected? And now we're sitting here on support. And if it can't hold support, where's it going?
Down.
Right? But do you see how we made the trade? We still got profit from here to here. We collected here, which typically I'll do a 50% move on the first pullback, which is going to be up there on VWAP. So from here to here, we collected 50% of my trade. And we're still in it from here to here. We're still holding on, and my stop's going to be here. Isn't this still a perfect A+ trade across the board, any way you look at it?
Absolutely.
High percentage. Thank you.
And now guess what? If this comes back down to retest, what are we possibly going to be looking at if it breaks below 120?
Lights out.
That's right. If we were scalping and we didn't get into anything, isn't this spot right here, isn't this a straddle or strangle position? It's small, so I don't want you guys getting accustomed to small movements, but isn't the move from here to here and from here to here? So this and this, right? And as soon as it breaks one or the other, isn't that where then I would kill my call or my put? This is the free zone. This is up here is going to end up being profit. This down here is going to end up being profit. So isn't this a perfect bullseye area for a straddle?
Yes, coach.
Yes.
Thank you.